Peace and welcome to my channel, The Brazen Goddess, where we talk about self-love, self-growth for the busy millennial goddess. And today I'm going to be talking about belly binding in a postpartum period. And it's such an important thing that I think doesn't get talked about enough. And it's something that, I think our grandmothers and our great-grandmothers talked about to maybe our mother's generation, but not to us. So it's something that's passed down to me, and I want to just share it. In a lot of cultures throughout Africa, throughout Asia, throughout just multiple different countries. Like, I was mind blown when I found out how many, through Mexico, through everywhere. There was a tradition of binding the stomach and hips in the postpartum period. And in some cultures, they call this closing of the bones. What this does is this actually helps to support the muscles and ligaments of your core and your hips while they heal in the correct position. So literally it does the work of your core while your core is healing, so that your core kind of has less work to do while it's healing, just like you should in that period. So when we talk about the real snapback, like I'm always talking about the real snapback. I'm coming out with a program for the real snapback. I really want to stress that we see all these fake snapbacks, or even if they're real, we see all these snapbacks and we compare ourselves. And the real snapback is a lot more holistic of a process. It really has to do with the rest that you get, the contact that you get, the communication that you get in that period. It has to do with the nourishing food that you get in that period, the warmth that you have in that period. All of those different things actually really lend to a true, real snapback. So one of the things that I really want to stress as something that's important is binding our stomachs. And I did it with my first 2 pregnancies and had really good results. It really helped me when I was breastfeeding. When I wasn't wearing it, I had a lot of back pain. And I got to the point with my first pregnancy with my son, and he was a big boy, so my muscles were stretched. But I got to the point where I was like, I don't need it anymore, blah, blah, blah. And I kind of stopped wearing it and immediately started to, for the months that followed, have back pain and had issues with proper posture while I was exercising. And this time I wore it for a little bit longer, like maybe about 8 weeks, and really just took months and months and months to focus on repairing my pelvic floor and my core muscles so that I wouldn't have that same issue. And I'm somewhat still having problems with my back. So it does take time, and I'm sure you should wear it for longer than I did, apparently, if you need to and if your babies are big. So I'll show you what I have, and you can kind of you do it in a lot of different ways. In some cultures, they literally take 11 to 15 yards of fabric and wrap you up from right below your breast all the way down to below your butt. And some, it's just the stomach. You'll see different rebozo training and, different types of ways that this manifests. But what I've been using is, let me show you, it looks like a waist trainer. And it's just like a nice mesh, breathable, you can see through it. It has straps that also go across it for some extra support. And it is a postpartum waist trainer. So let me put it back on for you, kind of show you what this does. So you Ziploc it, you Velcro it. And it has those 2 little straps. Now, this one is very inexpensive. It is like $16 or something like that on Amazon. So I'll put the link below. So make sure you go in the description box and click the link so that you can purchase one for yourself or for maybe a friend who's having a baby. Everybody needs to do it. Everybody needs to protect their core muscles and their pelvic floor muscles and really take the time to repair them and use that time to go inward and really focus on healing in multiple different ways. So click the link down below if you want to get a postpartum waist trainer. I'm sure your grandma will be proud of you because past generations have done it a lot more than our generation does. We see waist trainers, right? But past generations wore the girdles and, really took it seriously. But I think it is time for us to take our postpartum and birth culture seriously again, and it is time to really focus on a holistic snapback. So like I said, y'all, click the link down below and I'll post like the $16 waist trainer that you can get, postpartum belly binder, and let me know how it affects you if you just had a baby, or your friend if she just had a baby. Peace, y'all.